Oh, there you are, YouTube.
What is it? Oh, flip it around. X. I don't know anything about this. Never seen it.
X.
That's the name of the movie.
But just have an X on it.
That's the name of the movie, I guess.
I don't want it to have just X.
You want it to be a longer title?
So we rented X on a streaming service. I can't remember which one. Probably Amazon. Who knows? But we rented it. It was like $6 or something like that. $6 to stare at a black screen with nothing on it. That movie was so dark. I could barely tell what I was looking at for a huge chunk of it. I feel like this movie, while good, it was overhyped for me because I feel like it wasn't as good as I was hoping. I saw lots and lots of like glowing reviews, and to me, I think it was just kind of like a good movie. Had some cool ideas behind it. I know there's a sequel out already, and I'm excited to learn about that because the themes that were brought up in this one, we can find out some of the origins as to how this movie led in to those themes of aging and maybe not living your life to the fullest when you can. So yeah, I'm excited to see the old ghoul as a young woman in the sequel, which is called Pearl. I don't know when I'm going to watch Pearl though, because it's not in our advent calendar. So that may be a next Halloween season thing. But this movie was good. Kid Cudi was in it, and I like that he did not go by Kid Cudi. He went by his real name. I like when musicians or people with a stage name take their real name for movies. Because, like, let's say you win an Oscar for the role. Do you really want it to say Kid Cudi? Or do you want it to say your name? Like Common. When Common won an Oscar, he used his real name. So, it does not say Common on his Oscar. Lady Gaga, however, used Lady Gaga. She didn't use Stephanie. I would think, obviously I'm not her, she can do what she wants. But if I were, my nickname, if my stage name was Lady Gaga, as a musician, I wouldn't want my movies to have the words Lady Gaga. I would want it to be Stephanie, her last name. But again, that's just me. That's just how I am. I'd want my birth name on there, not a stage name for a different craft. Although, I don't know, I'm thinking of A Star Is Born. But again, she's not playing Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga's not, I don't know, I feel like, is Lady Gaga an actress or is Stephanie an actress? You know, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So, I'm off track. X was pretty good. What's her name? Brittany Snow, she was in it. She has a nice song in it, which made me think of the Pitch Perfect movies, obviously, because I, know her from those movies as a singer. I think the first movie I ever saw her in was like Prom Night or something, one of the Prom Night remakes, and I thought that movie sucked. But yeah, this was good, but I think it might have been overhyped for me because it didn't reach, I'm gonna sneeze, I'm coming down with a cold. Again, I feel like I just had one. It didn't reach the heights that I was expecting. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I thought this was gonna like change my life or something, and it was just a good film. But those old ghouls, that old couple, were like so I don't know, I guess grotesque. I don't know. Like my wife and I were talking about this. It was like, do we really want to watch this movie again? Like, does it feel like that kind of movie, or is it kind of like a one and done, or maybe one and then show a friend sort of thing? And I think that's where we're at. I can't imagine us putting this back into our calendar or watching it again unless it is to prep for sequels. So that's it. So like if we watch Pearl much later down the road, we may be like, you know what, let's watch X and then Pearl. And then when Maxine comes out with triple X in it, we may be like, you know what, let's watch the first two. So that's kind of where we're at on this. But otherwise, I don't really see it as something we're going to watch a lot. Anyway, but that's not to say I didn't like it. It's just not a return to very often for me, at least in this moment. Again, it just turned off. The movie just ended 10 minutes ago, so who knows. I may change my tune later. This is just my impromptu first reaction review. So, have you seen the movie? And if so, what do you think of it? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.